Many leaders of organizations, I think, don't believe that change is possible. But if you look at history, things do change. And if your business is static, then you're likely to have issues. Larry Page, CEO of Google Incorporated. Hi, my name is Julian and I'm a sales representative for Google Incorporated. And I'm here to tell you investors 2 innovative changes that Google, with the help of its CEO, Larry Page, plan to make in the future. My first main point will be Google's increased investment in technologies such as Androids. My second main point will be Google's globalization into countries such as India. Now, these changes will not only help change Google, but change the world around it. And since all of you are potential investors, you're probably interested in the business side of things. So I'm going to start my presentation by announcing the expansion of Google's Android and how it's expanding. For all of you who don't know what an Android is a smartphone. And Google's Android is not any typical smartphone. It's currently the leader in smartphones in regards to market share. From quarter 2 of 2012 to quarter 2 of 2013, Google's Android was able to increase its market share by 73.5%. And in the most recent quarter, Google's Android was able to ship 187.4 million units, which acquired for 79.3% of the total market share. Now, this increased productivity helps investors like you because not only does it mean that Google's expanding and has a competitive advantage, but it also means that through an increase in market share, you guys have an increase of profit share. Now, Google, like I said earlier, doesn't plan to be a static business. So one of the things it's going to do to innovate itself is create the new Google Android KitKat. Besides its creative name, it offers a lot of things for its consumers. A consumer of the KitKat receives credit for Google Play, which allows the consumer to buy apps and other things that Google offers. Along with that, consumers also have a chance to enlist in a contest where they will be able to win a Nexus Google tablet. Now, Google is not only expanding in the technology industry, but it's also expanding globally. An interesting thing about Google's expansion into India is that India is currently the 2nd largest growing population behind China. And in 2030, it's expected to overtake China for the largest population. In addition to that, India currently has 200 million internet users. And by 2014, they're estimated to have 300 million internet users. Now, this is important because it means that Google is expanding to a region which has a large growing base, which means that has a better chance to have an increase of profit. Now, one of the ways that Google is trying to expand into India is through contests. One of these contests is where contestants in India have a chance to display a video that shows innovative changes that they want Google to make. And that video is judged by Google employees. And the winner of this contest is able to win 30 million rupees, which is around $500,000 US, which is a lot of money in India. Now, this is not only an attempt for Google to incentivize India, but it's also an effort to educate India and India to innovate Google. Now, this is important because Google is currently an expanding company, and Google can't expand not only through technology or through globalization, but it has to expand through help from potential investors like you. It's currently the best search engine out there, but it's not where we want to be. The ultimate search engine would basically understand everything in the world, and it would always give you the right thing. And we're a long ways from that. Larry Page. Now, this represents how Google, even though it's the best search engine, still wants to progress through innovative changes and be the best it can possibly be. That's exactly why we need potential investors like you to invest in Google so that in the future, hopefully everyone can Google it. Thank you for your time. I am now open for questions.